Happy Thursday, guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Pause for Posture. We are going to go over just a couple of basic things in our lizard lunge today. So this is a pretty active asana, one that opens up through our inner thighs, our hips, as well as our hamstrings. So it's definitely recommended that you be warmed up here before trying this posture. This is a super beneficial thing that can be done modified in many ways, just like most yoga asanas. And I hope you enjoy us sort of going through a few key points today. So first I'll show you getting into lizard lunge. My favorite way is from downward facing dog. And if you'd like a few tips on downward facing dog, you can actually visit episode 1 of Pause for Posture. So from your downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, I always tend to start on the right side, but it doesn't matter. Lifting into your 3-leg dog, and as you exhale, stepping to the outside of your right hand in lizard lunge. Now you may need to take a couple of steps back with your back foot when you do this. Okay, everybody lands a little bit differently. And so we start here. Now I'll give the modified version first because it tends to be my favorite. Taking the knee down to the mat and planting the top of the back foot. So you feel that big toe down on the mat. Now let's take our attention here to the front body. All right, so in the front here, our knee is stacked over our ankle and we're grounded through the 4 corners of our feet. Both hands here are flat to the mat, and we're pulling the heart forward, so we're keeping as long of a spine as possible. If you feel like your back is rounding, you can always take a block or a couple of blocks underneath the hands so that you can keep a long spine and the knee over ankle in front. From here, you could always graduate down to your forearms. So again, we want to keep that long spine, grounding through the 4 corners of that front foot, and anchoring down through the forearms if we choose to come down. So this is our first version of this. Now, the next version of this involves lifting the back leg. So I'm going to come back up to my palms here to start. I'll tuck the back toes and lift up. Now here, this gets a lot stronger. We have a lot more to think about. We have our hamstrings working hard here. Obviously our quadriceps, the inner thighs are really getting a good work here. In front, not much changes. We're still grounded through the 4 corners here of our foot. And once again, we start on our palms here or lifted on a block, if that helps us keep a longer spine. We really don't want to be rounding the back like a cat. We want to be pulling the heart forward. And once again, if you'd like to come down, you can move to the forearms here. Again, long spine. This is a lot more difficult here than it might appear. And once you've finished with this, my way to come out of this is coming down to the knee and back to the hands, and slowly sending yourself into tabletop pose. I like to shake it out here. So we'll go over that again one more time. Of course, on the other side, we got to even things out. So let's start again in our downward facing dog. Tailbone up to the sky. Feet step together. Left leg comes up in that 3-leg dog. And as you exhale, you step to the outside of your left hand in lizard lunge. So again, remember, taking it down to the knee is a great way to start in lizard lunge, getting used to this big, huge opening in our inner thighs and hips. And depending on your range of motion, just staying on the palms, enjoying this posture here, or taking it that next step and coming down to the forearms only if your spine can stay long. If you find yourself rounding your back like a cat, wait a while, hold. Maybe you just need some more time and practice in this posture. But try not to round the back here. And then again, of course, if we're taking it even further, we're tucking those back toes and we're staying strong through that back leg in lizard lunge. Heart forward, hands firmly planted. And if we want that little bit extra, then we come down to the forearms. Once again, we're keeping the root in the four corners of the feet here. Nothing's changing. One side always feels different than the other, so just note that. Keep the shoulders soft, firm through the body. And then when you're ready to come out, back knee to the mat. Slowly walk back up to the palms here, and then back into tabletop pose. Shaking it out. Now, a great counter pose for your lizard lunge is in bound angle, and I'll just show that to you really quickly. That's done with the bottoms of the feet together, knees out to the side, and either peace fingers around your big toes or palms resting on the ankles. That takes us through our lizard lunge and episode 3 of Pause for Posture. Feel free to follow that Instagram, sister site of Legato Yoga, at pause4posture. If you have questions, DM me, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you again next week. Take care.